हरे कृष्ण। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद।
जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद।
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद।
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय भक्त वृंद।
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीडी फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड श्रील प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरापुरी धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitya Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our continuation on the discussion from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Adi-lila 5th chapter, the glories of Lord Nityananda Balram. After describing the tattva, the philosophical aspect about the position of Lord Sri Nityam Prabhu, now Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is going to speak something, the inspiration that he got from Sri Nityananda Prabhu. He is one of the disciples of Nityam Prabhu. Nityam Prabhu guided him to go to Vrindavan. So that's what account he is going to tell from 158 onwards. How Nityam Prabhu ordered Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami to go to Vrindavan. So nice story. This is something like second story in the pages of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. First was also not exactly story, but Brahma and Krishna conversation. So that is first. Now this is second, you can say, so to say. And then the third will come in the 7th chapter, Prakashanand Saraswati and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's conversation. Then again 8, 9 chapters, some philosophy. Then eventually only katha, only pastimes. Then there is no tattva. Then there is rasa tattva on higher level. This is tattva, philosophical discussion. Then there is Radharani's position and all that. That will come in Adi-lila and eventually other parts also. So let us begin this story. Hare Krishna Krupara Mahima Adhama Jivere Adi-lila Urdhvasima. Please listen to another glory of his mercy. Of his means Nityam Prabhu's mercy. He made a fallen living entity climb to the highest limit. So Nityananda Prabhu is not just supreme in his position. The greatness was discussed. Now his sweetness. How he empowered Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in humility feels is a fallen living entity. Adhama jeev. Chadaila urdhva sima. Adham means fallen. Fallen means wherever people are generally lower to them also. Just like when Lord Ram was sleeping in the forest on the ground, Lakshman did not find it proper to sleep on the ground. How can he take the same position as Lord Ram? So he slept underground in Nandigram. He dug a hole 10 feet down almost, and he would sleep inside that hole. That means 10 feet below the ground because Lord Ram is sleeping on ground level. So from such a position which is lower than other living entities position, Nityananda Prabhu's greatness is that he can take a person to the highest limit, urdhva sima, not just limit, highest limit. वेद गुह्य कथाये अयोग्य कहिते तथापि कहिए तार कृपा प्रकाशिते. To disclose it is not proper, for it should be kept as confidential as the Vedas. Yet I shall speak of it to make His mercy known to all. So, in one sense, it should not be revealed to others. Those who have faith, they will listen and they will flourish in their spiritual life. Others may doubt, what is this? Who is this Nityananda? But now already Tattva is spoken, his position is spoken, so why not speak his compassion, his empowering potency, empowering tendency and empowering potency also. How much he can empower a person. उल्लास उपरि लेखो तोमार प्रसाद नित्यानंद प्रभु मोर क्षम अपराध. O Lord Nityananda, I write of your mercy out of great exultation. Ullas, please forgive me for my offenses. So sometimes in ecstasy, we may cross limits, we may go overboard. So, but then no problem. Please forgive me in case that happens. Sometimes devotees go in ecstasy and while describing, glorifying other devotees, they may over glorify more than Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Is it kept for charging? Should keep for charging. No? It is already discharged. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. For some time it will make that noise, I think. It completely discharged. Afterwards it will be proper. Now 161 to 235, power of Lord Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. In that also 161 to 179, power of Nityananda Prabhu's servants. And in that only story of Minaketan Ramdas, one of the Dwadash Gopalas, the associates of Lord Balram, that story comes. 161. Avadhuta Gosaira Ekabhrutya Prema Dhama Minaketan Ramadas Hayatara Nama. Lord Nityananda Prabhu had a servant named Shri Minaketan Ramdas, who was a reservoir of love, Prema Dham. So now story. Within story, another story. Or this story only is the main story. Amara Palaye Ahoratra Sankirtana Tahate Ailate Ho Payani Mantrana. At my house there was Sankirtan day and night, and therefore he visited there, having been invited. So very special. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami comes from a very devoted family. That whole day and night there would be kirtan going on in his place. Especially at this particular time, there was this Akhanda Harinam going on, Sankirtan, Akhanda Harinam Sankirtan. So he was there nearby in that place. So they called him also. He came. महाप्रेम मयते हो वसीला अंगने सकल वैष्णवतार वंदिला चरणे. Absorbed in emotional love, he sat in my courtyard, and all the Vaishnavas bowed down at his feet. Now 164 to 167, his ecstatic symptoms. Devotee is known by his ecstatic symptoms. How much he is mad after Krishna. Just like a materialist is high level materialist to the degree is mad after Maya, mad after the mic. That means Maya's allurements, wealth, women, prestige, all that kind of things. Devotee means how much he is mad after Krishna. So here his madness will be seen. नमस्कार करिते कार ऊपर ते चढ़े प्रेमे कारे वंशी मारे कहा के चापड़े. In a joyful mood of love of God, he sometimes climbed upon the shoulder of someone offering obeisances. And sometimes he struck others with his flute or mildly slapped them. In our childhood, you might have played, no? One boy bows down, kind of, and then other boy keeps his hands on the shoulder and then picks up his legs and goes beyond. How many of you played that? Others, Rajshekhar did not play. Now you can play. It's Sonu Prabhu. This is our Adi-lila. If you are in Sakhyaras, so in case you want to practice a little bit, you can practice. But be careful. Another etiquette is one should not cross over the body of other devotee. So now you have crossed the entire body only if you play like this. But this is, when you reach Raganuga stage, you can do that. Not for Sonu Prabhu, you can do also for Harshad Prabhu and others Prabhus also. So that is one thing. Somebody pays over Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Bol, Vancha, Kalpadrasya Krupa. So by the time his mantra is over, Prabhu has kept hands on his shoulder. Hare Bol. And he is wondering, Jai Ho, Krupa mil gayi puri. Krupa ka sagar mera upar se chala gaya pura. Like that. And sometimes he struck others with his flute. Hare Bol. And gently, mildly slapped them. So this is, when one goes in ecstasy, these things are okay. We should not imitate. It will become Vaishnava aparadha. If you mildly slap someone, what does he think of himself? And I'm wondering, what should I do? I should also slap back. Dadati pratigranati. What should I do? Should not confuse devotees. So I don't do this at this stage, like that. But devotees are jovial also. They are ecstatic. Once, I think His Grace Chaitanya Charitamrita told, when they were on the ground floor of Kolkata ISKCON Temple, 3C Albert Road, and he was taking Maharaj to his room on 3rd floor or something. So they got into the lift, and Maharaj that time had some injury in his leg, so he was using some kind of stick. So then after they got in the lift closed, only 2 of them were there inside, and as their lift was going up, something Chaitanya Prabhu said or whatever. So Maharaj took his stick and touched to his feet and kept it on his head. Like that. So I take the dust up. Directly if he tries to touch with hand, that Prabhu will not allow. So Maharaj just touched with the stick. He did not understand what is Maharaj doing. And then Maharaj put that on his head. Like that. So in actual life, he is the disciple of Maharaj, means servant. But Maharaj became friendly with him. Or Maharaj became his servant by taking his dust. Like that. You don't imitate this. You practice your Krishna consciousness, especially chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Pronouncing clearly and hearing attentively is more important than all these things which are later if you reach Raganuga stage. Next, 165. ये नयना देखिते अश्रु अयमने यार सही नेत्रे अविच्छिन्न वहे अश्रुधार. When someone saw the eyes of Minaketan Ramdas, tears would automatically flow from his own eyes, for a constant shower of tears flowed from the eyes of Minaketan Ramdas. So much. Romanchakampa ashrutaranga bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Ashrutaranga, the waves of torrential tears. Such. So, Vinakitanda Ramdas in love for Krishna. One has Anandashru and Dukkhashru also. Anandashrus are hot, it seems, and Dukkhashru are cold, something, or Dukkhashru are hot, whatever. So these are Anandashru, the tears of joy, of ecstasy in the heart, of having continuous union with the Lord in the heart, or sometimes feeling separation from the Lord. Both ways it is union only. Whether you are united with the Lord, you are seeing Him, then also you are united. When you are separated, then in the remembrance of Him, you are united. So a devotee is never separate from the thought of the Lord. As a conditioned soul is never, the thought of sex life is never away from his mind. Similarly, for pure devotees, the thought of the Lord is never away from their mind. So because Vinakitanda Ramdas was continuously shedding these tears of ecstasy in love for Krishna, seeing him, anybody who saw, he would also experience. There will be tears in his own eyes. This is the advantage of associating with very great souls. So you get the waves. Every person releases automatically some waves, emanates some waves from his body. So if you have in close association of great soul, so the ecstasy will come to you. Here, seeing just tears in his eyes, Vinakitanda Ramdas' eyes, the devotee who was watching, who would watch, he would also get ecstatic tears. Then if you go close, take your body close to a pure devotee, immediately the birds become scared and they all fly away. The sinful desires will fly away and pure desires will spring from your heart. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Because pure devotee is always thinking of serving Lord. He is always in love with the Lord. Just by being close to him, we also get very pure desires. And by being close to materialistic people, we'll get sinful desires all the more. Even without associating with sinful people, then also we have papa pakshis sitting because of our earlier bad association, asat sangha. So those papa pakshis are sitting on our body, but they will fly away if we associate with pure devotees. So this is one of his ecstatic symptoms, continuously shedding tears in love for Krishna. 166. Kabhu kona ange dekhi पुलक कदम्ब एक अंगे जाड्यतार आर अंगे कंप. Sometimes there were eruptions of ecstasy like kadamba flowers on some parts of his body, and sometimes one limb would be stunned while another would be trembling. So ecstatic symptom, goosebumps, just like in the cold water, if you have taken bath or cold wind blows, you'll find the root of our hair on the body, there is a goosebump there. There's a small bump, boil kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah, watched. How many of you watched? All of us experience that. So like that, ecstatic eruptions, they are compared to kadamba flower. Kadamba flower, you can see, that is also like that only, like this. So like that. Sometimes there were eruptions of ecstasy like kadamba flowers on some parts of his body, and sometimes one limb would be stunned while another would be trembling. So one is not able to move only, kind of paralytic attack, kind of, means just for our understanding. It is not paralytic attack. So one part is not moving only and the other part is trembling. That is also Vat. Vat People, what heavy what in the body leads to this kind of. But for him, it is not what. It is love for Krishna. Krishna Prem symptoms. Romancha, the hair standing on end. Kampa, quivering in the body. Ashru Taranga Bhajo. Biburn is another ecstatic symptom. 8 are there. That means color of the body fades. Bepathu, that is the hair standing on end. In fear also these symptoms manifest. As Arjun says, Pepatushya sharire me roma harshascha jayate gandivam sramsate hastat tvakchaiva paridhyate. So his body was trembling. Pepatushya sharire me roma harshascha jayate, and hair were standing on end because of the fear. And gandivam sramsate hastat. He was not able to hold on to his gandiva. He was firm holder of Gandiva, but because of his fear of how could I kill my own relatives so close to me, then he was not able to have proper hold on Gandiva. It was slipping out of his hands. Next, 167. Nityananda boli abe करे न हुंकार ताहा देखी लोके रहय Mahachamatkara. Whenever he shouted aloud the name Nityananda, the people around him were filled with great wonder and astonishment. What happened? क्या हो गया इनको? क्या हो गया? यही तो सबको होना है. प्रेम हो गया. Just like in movies, sometimes they show, some boy falls in love with a girl, then something happens to him, and other क्या हो गया? अरे ये पागल हो गया, वो लड़की के प्रेम में गिर गया ये. So ultimate goal of life is to become a premi, a lover of Krishna, like that. Otherwise, the love of this world is just the charm is there for some time. Chandramukhi, moon faced in the beginning, then after marriage sometime Suryamukhi, you go hot, and then eventually Jwalamukhi, divorce. So means for materialistic person, hopefully not for devotee grahasthas. For them, for both of them, husband and wife, Krishna is only Chandramukhi and Radharani is Chandramukhi. So then they can also be Chandramukhis with each other. Chandramukhi. Now 168 to 171 is incident about Gunarnav Mishra. 168. Gunarnav Mishra name Eka Vipra Arya Shri Murti Nikate te ho Kare Seva Karya. One respectable Brahman named Shri Gunarnav Mishra was serving the deity in the house of the brother of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. 169. Angane asiyate ho Nakaila Sambhasha Taha dekhi Kruddha Hayya Bale Ramadasa. When Minaketan was seated in the yard, this Brahman did not offer him respect. Seeing this, Sri Ramdas became angry and spoke. Now we may say, somebody did not bow down to you, why should you become angry? That means you are quite an egoistic fellow, isn't it? That is not the reason. He is not concerned. Amanina. He is not expecting any respect for himself. He is Manaden only. He is always giving respect to others. And the topmost respect is deserved by the Supreme Lord, his master, Nityananda Prabhu. Now when this fellow does not bow down to Minaketan Ramdas, why is he not bowing down? Because he doesn't have faith, he doesn't have respect for Nityananda Prabhu. That's why, who is this Nityananda Prabhu's servant? Forget him, hell with him. So that's why he did not bow down to Minaketan Ramdas, and that's why Minaketan Ramdas is very angry. That this fellow is insulting my master, Nityananda Prabhu. That is the reason. That's why Sri Ramdas became angry and spoke. Yaita dvitiya sutta Romaharashana Baladeva dekhiyena Kaila pratyudgama. Here I find the second Romaharshan Sutta, who did not stand to show honor when he saw Lord Balram. You know the story. Because Kauravas and Pandavas are both our family members only. How can I take side of one party and kill the other party who are our relatives only? Thinking this, Balram decided not to fight. Krishna decided to be charioteer of Arjun. But Balramji did not want to. So he went for pilgrimage. In his pilgrimage, when he reached Naimisharanya, that's where Romharshan Suta, he was from lower caste. He was product of Pratilom marriage. Pratilom marriage means mother of higher caste and father of lower caste. So that is called as Pratilom marriage. Vedas recommend Anulom marriage. Father of higher caste and mother means man of higher caste and wife means woman of lower caste. Or same caste can be there, but the man should be always higher, like that. So this was Pratilom marriage. So he was Shudra in that sense, but he got Vedvyas as his spiritual master. He learned scriptures from Vedvyas. So that way he was very exalted because Vedvyas is his spiritual master. But then because of his lower birth and all that, he had some pride of his learning, which was seen when Lord Balram entered in Naimisharanya, that area where Romaharshan Sut was elected by the sages for giving Katha, Anityas, Puran, etc. Everybody at once got up to respect Lord Balram because everybody knows he's the first direct manifestation of the Lord, Swarup. But Romaharshan Sut did not stand up. What he thought, I am speaker after all. I am more exalted than all these people. I am more knowledgeable. So I don't have to stand up. It is true, one who is giving class, sitting on Vyasasan, is representative of Vyasadev. He doesn't have to stand up to respect everyone who comes in the temple hall or wherever the class is going on. But if his seniors come, especially Guru Tulya, those who are equivalent to his spiritual master, or his spiritual master comes, then he should at once get up and get off the Vyasasan, bow down, pay obeisances, Ashtang Pranam, and then stand up with folded palms and request that personality to continue the class. This is the etiquette. But here Roma Harshan should thought that is not needed. Now here Balramji is not just a guru or Guru Tulya. He is the source of all the gurus. He is Adi Guru, first guru in the creation. So how can this fellow Roma Harshan Sut not bow down out of respect for Balram? That was only because of pride. So Balramji did not like this. So because he was proud, he did not stand up. Here also this person Gunarno Mishra, he may be worshipping deities, but he is very proud of his position. He disrespects Nityambru. So thus Menaketan Ramdas is not approving his behavior. This also shows that how a deity worshipper could be a Kanishta Adhikari. He may not know how to respect other devotees. Different devotees should be respected as per their position. First of all devotees should be respected. As such, every living entity should be respected. More so for devotees, more so for those who are on the level of Guru, more so for one's own spiritual master, and the topmost for the Adi Guru, Balramji. But here, this person is not understanding the position of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So that's why he is referred to, compared to second Roma Harshana Sut by Menaketan Ramdas, the follower, ardent follower, cowherd boyfriend of Nityambru Balram. Eta boli nache gaya, कराये संतोष, कृष्ण कार्य करे विप्र, ना करिला रोष. After saying this, he danced and sang to his heart's content, but the Brahman did not become angry, for he was then serving Lord Krishna. Menaketan Ramdas was great devotee of Lord Nityananda. When he entered the house of Krishna's Kaviraj, Gunarno Mishra, the priest who was worshipping the deity installed in the house, did not receive him very well. A similar event occurred. Okay. The behavior of Gunarno Mishra indicated that he had no great respect for Lord Nityananda, and this idea was not at all palatable to Menaketan Ramdas. For this reason, the mentality of Menaketan Ramdas is never deprecated by devotees. So here somebody may think Menaketan Ramdas is only at fault. No, Gunarno Mishra is at fault. That's why the mentality of Menaketan Ramdas is never deprecated by devotees. That means they were never rejected by devotees. Now 172 to 174 is fight with my brother, that means Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami's brother. He talks. उत्सवांते गेला तिहो
उत्सवांते गेला
करिया प्रसाद
करिया प्रसाद
मोर भ्राता सनेतार किचु हैलवाद. At the end of the festival, Vinakatan Ramdas went away, offering his blessings to everyone. At that time, he had some controversy with my brother. So the brother of Vinakatan, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, in whose house the deities were there, and a person, Gunarna Mishra, priest, he also did not respect, because this person also, his brother also, is not in good terms with Vinakatan Ramdas, that means with Nityananda Prabhu. So there was some controversy with the brother of Vinakatan Ramdas with the brother of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. 173. Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Te Tara Sudruda Vishwasa Nityananda Pratitara Vishwasa Abhasa. My brother had firm faith in Lord Chaitanya, but only a dim glimmer of faith in Lord Nityananda. This is one problem with some people. They have great respect for the Lord, but not for Guru. Then they don't flourish in spiritual life. Might as well they may perish also. So the brother of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, he had faith in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but not in Nityananda. Iha jani Ramadasera Dukkha haila mane Tabeta bhratare ami Karinu bharsane. Knowing this, Sri Ramdas, Vinakatan Ramdas felt unhappy in his mind. I then rebuked my brother. So Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is well fixed in philosophy, understanding, and behavior also. So he chastised his brother. What is this? How can you behave like this with Vinakatan Ramdas? He's, after all, servant of Nityananda Prabhu. You don't respect Nityananda Prabhu like that. 175 to 178. I rebuked my brother. Dui bhai ekatanu samana prakasha Nityananda namana Tomara habe sarvanasha. These two brothers, I told him, are like one body. Which two brothers? Myself and yourself. Your brothers. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. They are like one body only. They are identical manifestations. If you do not believe in Lord Nityananda, you will fall down. Ekete Vishwasa Anne Nakara Sammana Ardha Kukkuti Nyaya Tomara Pramana. If you have faith in one but disrespect the other, your logic is like the logic of accepting half a hen. You know that farmer had a hen which would every day give one golden egg. So that fellow eventually became greedy, thought, what is this nonsense? The front portion, the mouth of the hen needs to be fed so much food stuff, and backside is very nice because I get golden egg. So why not just reject the first half? He cut the hen into two parts. First front portion he just rejected and just waited for the second portion to lay golden egg. And the golden egg did not come only. That part remained like that only. And days passed by, nothing came. And people told, you fool, the hen is dead. You cut the hen into two pieces. Now there is no question of getting any egg. Forget about golden egg. So that is how some people accept only part of the Vedas, which is palatable to them, which is very nice, which caters to their sense gratification. Then they are very happy to accept. Vedas say like this, but what about the other side? Vedas say this also. Oh no, that is very horrible. Sarva dharman pratyojani, that is very dangerous. But something else is told, which is nice. That is okay. This is half a hen logic. That means ardha kukuti nyaya. There are many nyayas like that. There is a Shakha Chandra Nyaya. Then there is also Ajagala Stana Nyaya, Bakanda Nyaya, Dehli Deepak Nyaya. Like that, many Nyayas are there. Kibadoha Namaniya Haota Pashanda Ekemani Arenamani Eimata Bhanda. If it would be better to be an atheist by slighting both brothers than a hypocrite by believing in one and slighting the other. Slighting means rejecting kind of. Better be an atheist. Atheist doesn't believe in God. So both are gods. So he doesn't believe in both. So that is okay. But afterwards he can be told the tattva properly. Some prasad can be fed. He'll become devotee. But here this fellow is going on with prasad and all that. But he believes only in the Supreme Lord, but not in his in Nityananda Prabhu, who is just his other half, means his expansion. क्रुद्ध हैया वंशी भांगी
Krishna Vamshi
चले रामदासा तत्काले अमार भ्रातार हैल सर्वनाश. Thus Sri Ramdas broke his flute in anger and went away, and at that time my brother fell down. Earlier he was just slapping, lovingly, like that. But here he became so angry, this fellow brother of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. He is not, here my Lord Nityananda is not being respected by the master of the house, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami's brother, and his servant in the form of priest who is worshipping the deity at that house. He also does not have respect. So he broke his flute and went away. And because pure devotee Minaketan Ramdas is offended like this, the brother of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami fell down from his spiritual position. Eita ka hilatara sevaka prabhava areka kahitara dayara swabhava. I have thus described the power of the servants of Lord Nityananda. Who is the servant? Minaketan Ramdas. He was displeased, then brother of Krishna Kaviraj Goswami fell down from his spiritual position. Now I shall describe another characteristic of his mercy. Now direct mercy on Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami by Nityananda Prabhu. Here was servant Minaketan Ramdas. Now, and that was the brother of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami who offended Minaketan Ramdas. Servant was offended by brother of Krishna Goswami. Now Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami himself got mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. Why? Because he acted properly with a Vaishnava Aparadhi. So that is what he is saying. Because he chastised his brother, so Lord was very happy that you know how to defend a position. One should never offend a devotee. One should defend a position of a devotee. Understand the difference between offend and defend. So because Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami defended the position of Minaketan Ramdas, the servant of Nityananda Prabhu, the master Nityananda Prabhu gave him all blessing, and that comes in 180 to 199. In that 180 to 183, Nityananda Prabhu appears in his dream. And this is another characteristic of Nityananda Prabhu's mercy upon Srila Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. Bhai ke bhar sino hui laya ye guna Sairatre Prabhu more Dila Darashana. That night Lord Nityananda appeared to me in a dream because of my good quality in chastising my brother. We also get mercy of the Lord when we defend the position of devotee. If some devotee was offended by another person, we should immediately rebuke that person. Tell him properly on philosophical grounds, like that. It is said that you should philosophically defeat him if you are Brahmin. If you are a Kshatriya, you should cut off his tongue only. You rascal, you misuse your tongue by blaspheming devotee. Close his nose, his mouth will open. Take out his tongue with scissor or with knife. Sword also will do. Chopper will also do. If you are a Kshatriya. So like that. Otherwise, if you are a Shudra, you don't have philosophical understanding. You are not a Kshatriya also. So then you should leave that place. Don't continue being there. Otherwise, you will also be considered part of the offense, and you will also be held responsible. Just like some murder is going on, and you are neutral, but you are standing there only, not doing anything. So you will also be considered part of the conspiracy, and case will be on you also. You will also get some punishment. Why didn't you do anything? You should have informed police at least, or you yourself could have safeguarded that person who was being attacked. So like that. नेहाटी निकटे झामटपुर नाम ग्राम तहाँ स्वप्ने देखा दिला Nityananda Ram. In the village of Jhamatpur, which is near Nehati, Lord Nityananda appeared to me in a dream. So this is the place of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. There is now a railway line to Jhamatpur. If one wants to go there, he can take a train on the Katwa railway line and go directly to the station known as Salar. So you know Howrah Katwa line. How many of you have traveled by local? If you are going to Mayapur. So Navadip Dham station comes later, then Vishnu Priya comes. There is one station called Salar. From that station, one can go directly to Jhamatpur. Must be nearby. 182. Dandavata Hayami Padinu Payete Nijapada Padma Prabhu Dilamora Mathe. I fell at his feet, offering my obeisances, and he then placed his own lotus feet upon my head. So this is in the dream happening. A very nice photo is drawn of this by our devotees of ISKCON. On the left side, such a beautiful Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So this is all will be described. So Nityananda Prabhu kept his lotus feet on the head of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami in the dream. Utha utha boli more, bale bar bar, uthi tar रूप देखी, hainu chamatkar. Arise, get up, he told me again and again. Upon rising, I was greatly astonished to see his beauty. Just picture only, you can see so beautiful. How much originally more beautiful. Now 184 to 193 is beauty of Nityananda Prabhu and his features of the body. Very nice. This is very important. If you chant very nicely the holy name Nam, then Nam reveals Rupa, the beauty of the Lord. His bodily features, his beauty will appear in your mind. Form only will appear directly. And you will appreciate the beauty while chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. While relishing the beauty of the Lord, which the Lord reveals out of his causeless mercy, the sadhaka, the chanter, should not stop chanting. Chanting should go on uninterruptedly. Shama Chikkana Kanti, Prakanda Sharira, Sakshat Kandarpa, Aiche Mahamallavira. He had a glossy blackish complexion, and his tall, strong, heroic stature made him seem like Cupid himself. So here, very surprisingly, Lord's complexion is blackish. Nityananda Prabhu is generally golden, whitish, Lord Balram. Yeah, Krishna is blackish, but he had a glossy blackish complexion, and his tall, strong, heroic stature made him seem like Cupid himself. So beauty is also there, strength is also there, heroism is also there. Mahamallavir, Sakshat Kandarpa, all that. Suvalita Hastapada, Kamala Nayana, Pattavastra Shire, Pattavastra Paridhana. He had beautifully formed hands, arms, and legs, and eyes like lotus flowers. He wore a silk cloth with a silk turban on his head. All that is very nicely depicted in that picture. So, very beautiful limbs. Suvalita Hasta. Suvarna Kundala Karne, Swarnangada Bala, Payete Nupura Baje, Kanthe Pushpamala. He wore golden earrings on his ears and golden armlets and bangles. He wore tinkling anklets on his feet and a garland of flowers around his neck. He says, na, Bahu Koti Chandra Jini Vadana Ujwala Galadese Vana Mala Kore Jhala Mala. This is Gaurang Mahaprabhu's description by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Gaurati. So Bahu Koti Chandra Jini, his face, Vadana Ujwal, was very brilliant. How much brilliant? Bahu Koti Chandra Jini. Not 1 crore moons, Bahu crore, millions of moons when come together. How much brightness, that much bright is the face of Lord Gauranga, Gaura Chandra. Like here Nitai Chandra is being described. And Galamala, Galadeshe, around his neck is Vanamala, the flower garland made up of forest flowers. Kore Jhalamal is dazzling, brilliant. So like that for Nityananda Prabhu also here. He wore tinkling anklets on his feet and a garland of flowers around his neck. Chandana lepita anga, tilaka suthama, mattagaja jini mada, manthara payana. His body was anointed with sandalwood pulp. Suvarna varna hemango. Varangas chandanangati. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is described in Vishnu Sahasranam, that his body is covered with sandalwood pulp. So likewise, Nityananda Prabhu's body is also anointed with sandalwood pulp, and he was nicely decorated with tilak, suthama. Suthama means nicely decorated. So one should put very nice tilak. Sutham, Nityananda Prabhu puts. His movements surpass those of a maddened elephant. The way Nityananda Prabhu walks. You have seen how elephant walks? It's very एक उसकी एक चाल होती है, स्टाइल होती है, वैसे ही होती है उसकी स्टाइल. इसलिए उसको अलग अलग मूवमेंट्स होते हैं. दैट मयूर गति, गज गति, गज गति इज एलिफेंट, सिंह गति, व्याघ्र गति, अश्व गति. Like that, so many gatis are there. Lord Tirupati, Balaji, when Brahmotsav happens for 10 days, every day he has one gati. One day you'll have Mayur gati, sometimes you'll have Vyagra gati, Simha gati, like that. And these gatis are make one very attractive also. Women also have, because of their thin waist, the way they walk. In that also types of women are also described in the Vedas. Padmini, Ragini, this and hundreds of types are there. And then accordingly their walk. And movie songs will be there. Teri chaal hai, I see hai, waisi. Some description will be there. But that is when she is young only. When she becomes old, फिर वो बूढ़ी माँ हाथ में लाठी लेके नीचे झुक के चल रही है. तेरी चाल कैसी, ये टेढ़ी मेढ़ी कैसी थी तेरी चाल, कौन थी तुम, कौन बन गई. बात के जो बुढ़ापे के ऊपर कुछ गीत नहीं आते उसके. बट वो तो मंडेन ब्यूटी, मंडेन थिंग. बट हियर इट्स अ ट्रांसेंडेंटल. नित्यानंद प्रभु's moments always remain like this, maddened elephant. कोटि चंद्र जिनि मुख, उज्ज्वल वर्ण, दाडिंब बीज सम, दंत तांबूल चर्वण. His face was more beautiful than millions upon millions of moon, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And his teeth were like pomegranate seeds because of his chewing betel. So pomegranate is also like teeth. If you see each grain is like teeth only, but it is red. So when one chews upon tambul, pan or whatever, betel nut, so then red lips become, not lips, this teeth become reddish. So each of his teeth were like reddish like pomegranates. Very beautiful comparison. Preme matta anga, dahine vame dole, Krishna Krishna baliya, gambhira bola bale. His body moved to and fro, right and left, for he was absorbed in ecstasy. He chanted Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
in a deep voice, Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna.
So how he's walking, amazing. This is the gati. Our gati is that my consciousness may reach to watch Nityananda Prabhu walking. His Chalayman gati, how he walks like a maddened elephant, like that. Unfortunately, in conditioned state, our mind may go to a woman's walking. क्या चलती है, क्या चाल है इसकी. अरे वो चाले चलेगी तुझे मार डालेगी. अर्थात मार ही रही है अभी भी काम वासना के बाण. आर पार हो गए तेरे आर पार. So he chanted Krishna Krishna in a deep voice. Ranga yashti haste dole, yena matta simha, chari pashe vedi, ache charane te bhrunga. His red stick moving in his hand, he seemed like a maddened lion. Around his, all around the four sides of his feet were bumblebees. He had a red stick in his hand. You can see that they have shown a kind of reddish color only. Parishada gane dekhi, saba gop aveshe, Krishna Krishna kahe sabe, saprema aveshe. His devotees dressed like cowherd boys surrounded his feet like so many bees and also chanted Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna.
absorbed in ecstatic love. His devotees are also shown around. At least 4 are shown. One is bluish only directly in complexion. Others are golden complexion. One is waving chamar. One is blowing what they call bhrunga, buffalo horn. One is dancing. Other is offering flowers. शिंगा बांशी बाजाय केह
सिंहवासी बजाय
केह नाचे गाय
केवना चेगा
सेवक योगाय तांबुल
सेवक युवाय
चामर ढुलाय. Some of them played horns and flutes, and others danced and sang. Some of them offered betel nuts, and others waved chamar fans about him. Nityananda Swarupera
नित्यानंद स्वरूपे
देखिया वैभव
देखिया वैभव
किबा रूप गुणलीला
जीवारूप गुणलीला
अलौकिक सब.
अलौकिक सब
Thus I saw such opulence in Lord Nityananda Swarup. His wonderful form, qualities and pastimes are all transcendental. So name will first reveal form, then eventually qualities of the Lord, and then you will enter in the pastimes of the Lord also. Next three verses, 194 to 196, he orders, Nityambru orders Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami to go to Vrindavan. Anande vibhala ami
आनंदे विभोला
किछु nahi jani
नहीं जानी
tabe hasi prabhu more
तबे हसी प्रभु
kahile na vani.
पहिले न वाणी
I was overwhelmed with transcendental ecstasy, not knowing anything else. Then Lord Nityananda smiled and spoke to me as follows. So here you can see on the left side, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is sitting on the mat. Old man, 90 plus years old. So he is watching Nityananda. He is stunned. He doesn't know what to do. Completely overwhelmed. So Nityananda smiled and spoke. Are are Krishna dasa
हरे हरे कृष्णदास
na karah bhaya
नकल भय
वृंदावने यः
वृंदावने जाओ
taha sarva labhyaya.
सर्वलोक
Oh my dear Krishnadas, do not be afraid. Go to Vrindavan, for there you will attain all things. So direct order he got. So nice. Because if you render Vaishnava Seva, service to Vaishnavas, you will get empowered by the Lord. You will get direct service. And if you offend Vaishnavas, one will get kick of the Lord. One will be out from devotional practice, or one will lose faith and enthusiasm in spiritual practice. So one should never offend Vaishnavas. Go to Vrindavan, for there you will attain all things. Sarva labhya hai. Whatever you are supposed to attain in this life, you will attain everything there only in Vrindavan. Etaboli prerilan more
हितबली प्रेरणा मोरे
हाथ सानिधिया
अंतसानि दिया
अंतधान कैला प्रभु
अंतर्धान कैल
निज गण लैया.
जगला
After saying this, he directed me toward Vrindavan by waving his hand. Then he disappeared with his associates. So he waved his hand. So you can see here is with his finger he is saying that. With his right hand finger. Jaha. Like that. Now 197 to 199, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami goes to Vrindavan. Murchita hayyamui
मूर्छित भया मोहि
padinu bhumite
पड़िनो भूमिते
swapna bheda haila dekhi
स्वप्न भंग
swapna bhanga haila dekhi
स्वप्न भंग होइले देखि
hayyache prabhate.
अच्छे प्रभाते
I fainted and fell to the ground. My dream broke, and when I regained consciousness, I saw that morning had come. So amazing. Ki dekhinu, ki dekhinu, ki shuninu,
देखि नो कि सुनिनो
koriye vichar,
करिए विचार
prabhu agya haila,
प्रभु आज्ञा
Vrindavan jaibar.
वृंदावन जाए
I thought about what I had seen and heard and concluded that the Lord had ordered me to proceed to Vrindavan at once. So, क्या हुआ, क्या देखा मैंने, क्या सुना मैंने, ये सत्य है कि क्या है, मैं भ्रम में हूँ. लेकिन then he resolved, he composed himself. Yes, I have been ordered by Nityambru to go to Vrindavan Dham. I need to go. से क्षणे वृंदावने
श्री क्षणे वृंदावन
करिनु गमन
करियो गमन
प्रभुर कृपाते सुखे
प्रभुर कृपाते सुखे
आइनु वृंदावन.
वृंदावन
That very second I started for Vrindavan, and by his mercy I reached there in great happiness. So that very second, just imagine, he got up in the morning, क्या देखा मैंने, क्या सुना मैंने, was it dream, was it a reality? No, Nityambru has ordered me to go to Vrindavan. Left immediately. What faith he has. We take the dust of the holy lotus feet of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami upon our heads and pray to him to award us such faith in the instructions of spiritual master. He was fortunate to get instruction directly by Adi Guru, the first spiritual master, the source of all the spiritual masters, the one who gives potency to all the spiritual masters. But we have our spiritual master. So may we develop similar faith in the instructions of our spiritual master. Okay, now 200 to 235, 36 verses talk about Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, humility and Lord Nityananda's mercy upon him. Next time we'll discuss. Any question? Should we end? Nothing online, isn't it? जय श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। हरि हरि बोल। What? Why didn't you ask?
Hare Krishna, bro.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Huh?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Venkatesh bro.
Hare Krishna. My question is, since Hare Krishna's Yoga Swami, he was instructed by the Temple dream. So similarly, how we can connect with?
We should not receive instructions in the dream. We should directly go to spiritual master and ask him, give me some instruction. As such, all the lectures the spiritual master gives, they are all directly instructions. Hundreds and thousands and millions of instructions are given, sometimes in one lecture itself. One lecture is enough. That's why Guru is called heavy. Guru means heavy. Heavy with knowledge and heavy with love for Krishna. And his love for Krishna manifests through his instructions in his one class is enough. For Prabhupada, not even one class, the one line, two lines like that. Whenever you get money, print books. You're a young educated man, why don't you preach the message of Lord Chaitanya in English language all over the world? Finish. These two instructions only will take whole life and like that. Or it will take life after life. So we should ask, even in the dream, if we get spiritual master and he happens to instruct something, then we should go to him actually and ask him, Guru Maharaj, you told me in the dream that I should daily smoke 5 cigarettes. So 5 is okay. That is in the beginning 5, and eventually I should increase the score to 16 cigarettes daily, and then eventually 60, or what exactly? 5 only lifelong I should smoke. So he said, you rascal, he'll give you 5 slaps. Because you are thinking of 5 cigarettes, I give you 5 slaps. If you start smoking, then I'll give you 100 slaps and 1,000 kicks also. So he will correct us. Once one devotee said something like that, Prabhupada, yesterday you came in my dream and you told me to something like that. I don't know what exactly, but something. Prabhupada said, that was not me, that was my ghost. So don't follow the instruction. So if you are not according to Guru Sadhu Shastra, spiritual master will not approve it. So in the dream, what happens? Mani vasate swapni dise. Whatever desires we have in our mind, and many times our mind is impure. So many impure desires are there. So we are not able to fulfill the impure desires in the daytime because of prestige or because of fears of others, etc. But in the night, they may come in the dream, and those dangerous sinful desires may give shape, and spiritual master only we may use as a mouthpiece. He says, yeah, karo, all the glories to your nonsense, step by step. And then eventually you will land up in nonsense loka. So we may use spiritual master in the dream. Through dream, he gives us instruction which is against Guru Sadhu Shastra. So that cannot be considered as proper. That's why one should go and cross-check with one's own spiritual master that you came in the dream and then you said like this, is it true? And if it is against Guru Sadhu Shastra, spiritual master said nonsense. Never. No, I want you to do this, not that. Like that. Prabhupada in the 1936, not 1936, later on, 1965 or whatever, 60s around somewhere, in 50s or 60s, he got dream. In the dream, he got Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. And Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur said that, why are you not taking sannyas? You want to preach? Sannyas is very favorable for preaching. Take sannyas. And Prabhupada was horrified. What? Sannyas? I have a wife, I have 4 children, I have business. How can I give it up all? So he got scared. But then he went and revealed his heart. Bhakti Thakur was not there. Bhakti Thakur had left in 1936 only. So he went to his senior god brother, His Holiness Bhakti Rakshak Siddhar Swami Maharaj, and said that Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Guru Maharaj came in the dream and he's telling to take sannyas. What should I do? He said, yes, he's telling, then he should. He desires that. Then long discussion, basically Bhavatarini said that you want to preach and Guru Maharaj is telling, your Guru is telling. Take sannyas, why are you worried about your children? I am there. My elder son is a lawyer. He has good earning. We will take care of your children. You don't worry. You go ahead. Then Prabhupada asked Bhakti Rakshak Siddhar Maharaj, so what should I do? Would you give me sannyas? He said, no, I cannot pay. But they will catch me and say, what is this? You ruined our life. You took away our husband and all that. So sorry, I cannot give you sannyas. Sannyas is good and you should take because Guru Maharaj desires. But find out somebody else who could give. So ultimately, again, 2-3 times Bhaktivinoda Thakur came in his dream and asked him to take sannyas. So ultimately, when he went to His Holiness Bhakti Pragyant Keshav Maharaj, he said, yes, no, Abhay Charanavrinda Babu, this is very much required. You must take sannyas because you want to preaching. It will increase, it will make it very powerful because people will give more respect. More people will come to hear Swami Maharaj, like that. So Swami Maharaj is also titled. Bhakti Pragyant Keshav Maharaj, when he would give sannyas, he would always have that Bhakti Vedanta title. Bhakti Vedanta Muni Maharaj, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. When his own disciple, Narayan Maharaj, so Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Maharaj, who was Prabhupada's, in one sense, next generation, but he also assisted Prabhupada eventually. So Prabhupada cross-checked, yes, came, but still Prabhupada cross-checked with his God brothers. So one should not just, if it is in line with Guru Sadhu Shastra, then nothing wrong to follow. But if it is not in line with Guru Sadhu Shastra, better go and once get it clarified from the spiritual master. Especially if we get some instruction in the dream. In the dream, anything can happen. All horrible things also happen. And so-called glorious things also may not be so glorious. Better not take a chance and lose Krishna consciousness. Better get it cross-checked. Okay, Venkatesh Prabhu? You can always ask me, or you can write to His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Damodar Swami Maharaj. Okay? Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.